us is crying. Pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Riding in farms with. Let if I like her, I'm probably gon'. This for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it. Feel we the greatest. Show we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city. This for the town, this for the town. This for the win, this for the win. This for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. 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 This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city. You know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. This for my city, this for my city. This for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
Taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Back to Wembanyama. No good from outside. And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
5 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Young with the steal. Count it, good.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Johnson outside. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. And here is Johnson. Covered by Johnson. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Good.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Capella. Now Johnson. Covered by Johnson. Screen by Capella. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Wembanyama, no good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They lead by 4. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Now here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. Barnes, right side. San Antonio again missing. The Hawks leading by 3. Johnson with it. Chris Paul covering. Okongwu a screen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebound by the Hawks. A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. Hunter. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the Hawks making a change here. And 1:01 left in the first. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs trail by 3. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama's got 9.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Barnes outside. There's the triple to the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bogdanovich. They need this. The Hawks again can't hit. On offense, here are the Spurs. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Just a great player in the open court. Johnson moves so well and able to complete that break.
It's Okongwu, high post. With 2 seconds left. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with
The Hawks. 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Back to Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill. Even in youth basketball, And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Vassell outside. Paul, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Spurs leading by 4. And there's the call on Rizachet. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Johnson. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
This is where Paul can really hurt you. He relishes getting out in the open floor, and you can see why.
Johnson the screen. Young for 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here are the Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Capella inside. That shot missing. Johnson with the defensive effort. pass to Paul. Wembanyama with it. Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Young from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Johnson with the block.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end.
DeAndre Hunter. Garrison Matthews.
1:53 left to play here in the half. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Paul for three. Atlanta with the rebound. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Reza Shea. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, that's a great sign for Reza Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
.44 seconds left in the first half of the game. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Clock is at 3. 20 feet out. They get it again. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Pass to Hunter. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And even 3-on-3 break. Vassell wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Hunter. Off target from the baseline.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Young outside, driving the lane. Pass to Capella. Fires the 3. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Castle. No good on the quick 3. The Hawks trail by 5. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Jones, no luck. The Hawks trailed by 5. It's Young on the wing. He has 7. And the rejection by Collins. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Spurs shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Again, Young missing.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going. But this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
The Hawks trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his 2nd season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that